Hello, everybody. I am excited. Oh, what is this? To be going live. It's been a while. See if you guys are trickling in from Olga. I knew I shouldn't have let Olga go before me. Just kidding. All right, I'm going to be creating a art journal page, and I think Olga and I had the same sort of idea to incorporate things that we had from our crafty friends to create one project. So I only have a few things from a few of the wonderful, talented friends that I have. So I have a stencil from Nuneka that I'm going to be using. And then I also have this stamp set from Olga, but I'm not going to be using it. I might a little bit in the background, but I also have, of course, Keren stamps. And I'm going to be using this heart here. This is the one I'm going to be using today. I can show you real quickly Keren stamps because I have all of them. But if you want to see a more detailed video, I did put one up the other day. There's a cassette tape, and Keren has a video as well, and so does Nuneka on Keren stamps. I just have to say that I am so honored to be friends with so many talented people. Like Aditi has a book. Belinda has a paper line and all of her stuff with Stamperia. Olga has all of her stuff. Keren has all of her stuff. Everybody just has so much going on. It's amazing, and I'm glad that I'm able to support everybody as much as I can anyways. And Nikki has a great Etsy store. Nellie, I think she's busy with custom orders, art custom orders, so that's amazing as well. So a lot going on with our friends, so I'm excited for them. All right, I'm going to start off by adding some gesso to my page, and I'm using the disc-bound journal from Joggles, and looks like this. So I was just kind of playing around this morning trying to figure out what I wanted to do, but I really love this journal because the pages come out really easily, and then you could just stick them back in just like that. So I love it. Hello, everybody. I'm just now seeing your comments. I thought I was alone for a second there, and they just kind of all popped up at once. Hello. I'm not going to take the time to say hello to everybody individually, but if you're here, welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to take some heavy gesso and just kind of plop a bunch on this page. This paper really doesn't need gesso, but because it's so thick, I just like to use it. Kind of a habit, I guess. And I really want to make sure that the colors are vibrant. Where's my scraper tool? All right, so I have this scraper tool. It's very well loved, as you could see. And I'm just going to scrape on my gesso. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just like this. I have so much gunk on here, it's not going smooth. I cleaned everything else but this. That's okay. It'll just add more texture. All right. So we have this, and I'm going to let that dry. And I also have, I'm going to use this tag here that I have some gesso on. I'm just going to add a little bit more. Let me see if I can get a little bit more. Because I'm going to be stamping out the heart. Okay. I'm going to use my heat tool, so if you are wearing headphones, just be mindful that it might get a little loud for a second. All right. Hi, Graham, Elaine, Penny, Karen, Kim, Sky Blue Hippie, Anne, Moika, Lullaby, Michelle, Natalie. Thank you all for joining. If I missed you, just say hey again, and I'll try and look up at the chat. All right, I'm going to take the heart, and I really like this heart because, as you could see, I cut it down. And if you haven't seen my video, I show a technique that I'm going to actually do. So I'm going to take my gel plate. You can use anything that is non-porous for this technique. So I'm going to take some Color Burst powder, and I'm going to add it to my plate here. And add a little spritz of water. And I'm just going to stamp the stamp on, or get the color onto the stamp. Sometimes I have a hard time explaining things. All right, I want to make sure that it's fully covered. And then I'm going to take, I don't think I got all the areas. Then I'm going to take another one of Keren's stamps, and I'm going to stamp right on top of it, and it's going to lift some of that color up so I get another texture. So this one here is just the lines of the color, and then we'll see how this one turns out with maybe some extra texture on it. Hi, Charmaine. Oh, it didn't do it. I think I added too much, but that's okay. This one I didn't stamp on gesso. This one I did. So that's the difference between the two, but that's okay. This one got a little deeper for some reason. This one's a little bit more orange. Just going to heat set this. Okay, and then I'm going to cut it out with my scissors. All right, how's everybody doing? I hope you all are doing well. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, for some reason I'm having a hard time cutting this. There we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to ink around the edges and distress them a little bit. There we go. Perfect. All right, next I'm going to take my inking tool, and first I'm going to, getting ink everywhere. I don't know where that green's coming from, but as you could see, my mat is very dirty. It's stained. I have a clean one when I do cleaner projects. I'm trying to keep it clean and not stained as much until I can get another one. So I got to switch them out. All right, so I roughed up the edges a little bit. And now I'm going to take some ink. This is permanent black ink. And just ink up the edges, just to give it a little more definition from the project when I add it later. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Okay, let's see if this is dry. I'm just going to hit this with the heat tool real quick. Natalie, you just woke up. Where are you from? I guess 1 o'clock isn't too bad. Sometimes my son sleeps till 11 or 12. So I wish I could sleep that late. I have an internal clock. No matter what, I'm up like at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. But out of bed is a different story. All right. So I'm going to take, I couldn't find Nuneka's stencil, so I do apologize for that. It is available somewhere, I'm sure. Maybe Nikki has it coming again. I'm not exactly sure, but this stencil is amazing. All right, I'm going to take some paper paste, and let me make sure I didn't forget any steps here. Okay, so I'm just going to add it to the side here, the very edge, because I'm going to use my scraper tool and scrape it so that it kind of blends out. I don't want that texture over the whole page, if that makes sense. Grab my scraper tool, and I added a little bit extra so that I can kind of slide a little bit. And if I see that it's not enough, I can always add a little bit more. Just a little bit. Whoops. And then flip it this way and go back this way just to get it smooth on that side. And then we got a little bit of texture. You guys can see that. I don't know. All right. I'm gonna let this dry or heat it actually. What's the difference between paper paste and, sorry, it's hard for me to see, texture paste. Paper paste, think of it as, it's hard to explain, and I get asked this all the time, why my favorite is paper paste. It's hard to explain just how it's a little grittier than regular like modeling paste, and it has paper in it, so it soaks up the color differently than a regular paste will. Yes, fibrous. Oh, okay, you're in Australia. Okay, well, thanks for joining. All right, I think that is dry enough. All right, now is the fun part. We are going to add color. Am I going to be brave and just do it on my mat? I think yes, because I don't have anything near me. So the color burst powders are amazing, but I will say they are very messy. So I will be finding speckles of color for the next while. So I'm only going to add a little bit to the edge here, and we're going to actually do 2 coats of the color. So it's going to look a little, when I dry it, it's going to look a little muted, but it's going to be okay. So I'm going to spray water all throughout here because I want to get it all just like that. You can see that color. Okay. Then I'm going to dry a little bit with my heat tool. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with burnt orange. This color is Prussian blue. And this one is burnt orange. And it's not dry completely here because I want a little bit of the blue and the orange to kind of mix together a little bit. So I'm going to add that just like this. And I'm adding a little less than I did of the blue because I don't want too much orange. And then I'm just going to spray it just like this, and then spray along this side as well, because when I move it back and forth, I want to make sure that all of that color is mixing really well together. And if I'm getting a color that I don't like the green, I don't really want too much green, then I can go in with a baby wipe or a paper towel and pick up some of that color. All right, and then we're going to go in with a second coat of color. I want it very vibrant, so just go in. And spray a little less water, but just enough to get those colors going. Okay, and then again with the orange. I should have set up my side view for this. This would be really great side view. Oh my gosh, can we talk about, did you guys see Olga's live? How amazing of a job she did promoting everybody's products. That was so cool. So nice of her to do that, because I know working with any streaming software is not that easy. All right, we're getting a little bit more pink than I did before. That's okay. I want a little bit more. Don't go so fast. You'll be done too early. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. I do have another idea too. So if I am done faster. All right, I'm going to add more orange. So whatever I'm sprinkling out is just that pink tone, because I'm not shaking them. I don't know if you're supposed to shake them up or not, but it's okay. Of course, I'll get that muddy brown. Okay, I'm going to add more blue as well. If you're worried about adding too much water, you can always use like a water paintbrush or something to kind of move around that color a little bit where you want it, instead of adding too much water. You just move it around. Move it back this way, and then pick up a lot of that excess here. And then move it back this way. I'm going to put people to sleep if I go too slow, Karen. All right. A little bit more orange because I covered it all up, of course. Okay, I'm actually going to heat this with my heat tool. I want the color to blend out, so I'm going to add a little bit of water here and then dry it as I'm kind of picking up some of that color, and then it gives kind of like a nice watercolor look on the edges instead of like a stark line or anything. But he can always start another if she finishes too fast. Yeah. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. Okay, I'm going to pick up some of this color on my mat. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys that maybe, where is my, there it is. A little trick. So I got introduced to micro glaze or distress micro glaze from New NECA, and I always forget to use it, but I remembered this time because I really wanted, like, if you could see here, I brayered on some gesso and it wasn't going on properly, and it was just soaking into the paper. So I thought, well, I have the distressed microglaze, so I'm going to add it so that the color stays there, and then I can add the gesso on top. And it's not dry. Hi, Terry. Thanks for joining. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to heat this just a little bit more. Hi, New NECA. If I missed anybody, just yell at me. Yes, this is what we're making. Terry, I'm going to make that. And for my channel members, since I see a few of you in here, I did post 2 new videos. One for tier 2 and 3, and then the other one is for tier 3. So if you haven't seen those, you know, sometimes YouTube doesn't show you guys. So yeah, all right. I think that's good now. I'm going to add the microglaze right on top, and it just sits right on top and creates a barrier between whatever you want it to, basically. A little bit goes a long way. When I saw the price of it, I was like, oh my goodness. It's like $8. And it's pretty pricey to me. So, but it's definitely worth it. A little bit goes a long way. And you're going to see. Yes. Okay. Make sure that I have it pretty much in every area. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I felt that adding just a little bit of texture with the brayer and gesso was a perfect touch to kind of bring everything together. So I'm going to take some heavy gesso, and I'm running out. I'm going to put a generous amount on here. So I'm just going to brayer back and forth. until it kind of evens out. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is, I need a piece of paper. Give me 1 second. All right. I know I have my the Ken Oliver colors everywhere, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't pick it up while I was brayering. All right, so I'm going to take and kind of brayer off because I don't want too much gesso. And then it's just going to kind of sit on top of some of that texture that you have. And of course, you can go in for more. And I'm barely brayering on top of here. You can definitely push harder, but I'm just barely rolling it on, just so that I get basically the texture of the stencil. And this one is not as bright as this one with the color. I think I was going too fast. I could have worked on the color a little bit more. That's okay. I think you guys are going to get the idea. Okay, and then I'm going to go on this side. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take my domed tool and ink the edges. Ink around the edge here. I think it just finishes the page. My dome tool is falling apart. Am I missing anything? No? Okay. I have my phone here. Karen, if I'm missing anything, just let me know. And I'm I did go too fast. Okay. I'm going to take my Posca pen and I'm going to get a bunch of the ink out here. So you just kind of, I don't know, get it. I don't know how to explain what to do, but you push it onto the surface to get some of that color out. And then I'm just going to add splatters with the Posca pen today. Splatter time, yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is an easy way if you're not you don't like sprays or, anything like that. The paint pen is perfect because it sits right on top. I'm actually going to ink the edges a little bit more on this one. Okay. Yeah, this one definitely. You should turn it around. It matches the other side. Oh, yeah. Wait. Like that. I should have worked on the color more. Oh, man. Hi, Mary. Hi, Elaine. Did I say hello? Hi, Sheila. Thanks for joining. If I'm missing anybody, just holler at me. All right, I am going to do that. I am going to turn it to the side. I think just a little bit. Just right there. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more splatters. Okay. Everything came out lighter on this side for some reason. All right. I need a drink of water. I can try to add more color, but the micro glaze I think is going to resist it. Hi, Christine. Thanks for joining. I'm glad that you're here. Christine and I chat a ton, like almost daily on Instagram. So I'm glad that she's here. Okay. So I wanted to try and get the quote, "Together we are stronger," but none of the sticker books that I have A-R-E in it. And I'm not a sticker person, so I don't even have like letter stickers or anything to kind of compensate. So I tried to go with everything that I could think of. And then the one thing that I could do was support friends. That's what I came up with. So I'm going to ink the edges. Support friends. Oh, Christine, you're not bugging me. It should be illegal to not have ARE. None of the sticker books I have ARE in it. None of them. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I'm like such a common word. All right. Support friends. That's what we're here to do today. If you haven't noticed, everybody has their own line of things or using different other people's things, whether it's collections, stamps, stencils. Add that there. Don't want to cover up the part where I'm going to put it in the book. Okay, add that there. I guess if they're side by side, I don't need 2 hearts, but for the sake of the live stream, I'm just going to go with it. Hi, Ricky. Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well. Support friends. Oh my gosh, that is so bright on my screen. Hi, Anya. I hope you're feeling better. All right. 1 page down. Let's do another one. Who's up for another one? I have you here for another 30 minutes. So let's go. All right. Luckily, the other one I have in mind is super easy. So let's do it. Okay. Let me see if I added. I can't remember. I did add gesso. Okay. Whoops. I know, Karen, 2 for the price of 1. Is Olga still in here? I was gonna stab at her a little bit, give her a little bit of shade. I was gonna say, unlike Olga, she can't even finish 1. All right. I'm going to take my scraper wherever it is. And I'm going to take off the gunk that I have on here if I can. If she's not here, I'm sure Spidey sense. Yeah. She's like, what'd you say about me? No, we all love each other and support each other. And I love that about this group and everybody that's chatting, everybody that just stops by. It's amazing. All right. I haven't been able to stream for the last while, actually not even few weeks. But last few Saturdays, we've just been so stir crazy. We just go to Vegas, go grocery shopping and get something to eat and come back home. So that's what we've been doing on Saturdays. Hi, Monique. Thanks for joining. I realized not long ago that you all are the last thought I have before. Oh, Penny. There's no crying today. Okay? That's so sweet. Aw. Okay. I'm going to turn on my heat tool so you guys can't hear me whimpering over here. Okay. Let me get a drink of water. All right. Oh, thanks, Christine. I appreciate it. I haven't been putting up much videos or, oh my goodness. Keren Tamir. I wish I knew your middle name. I don't know if you have a middle name. I would say your middle name. Thank you so much, Keren. I really appreciate it. You do not have to do that. You are truly one of my best friends. All of you guys are. You guys are amazing. I love hanging out with you guys. All right. So I am going to take another one of Keren's stamps. This one, as you could see, is one of my favorites. I've been using it a few times. And okay, I'm going to get, oh, you don't have a middle name. Oh, okay. This is something that one of my friends, her name is Amanda. She owns Pear Blossom Press. She teamed up with, oh goodness, I forget her name. I forget, but she designed this really cool bag. And what I have in here is my distress crayons. So you can put markers or pens or anything in here. And that's what I have in here. So I'm going to use them today. I agree, Belinda. Okay, so when this whole thing started, I do like the live stream, the World of Heart live stream, and then the Scrap Your Heart Out. And then it was Keren's idea, someone's idea to just continue them. And I mean, I think we've done pretty well considering everybody's been super busy. All right, so these aren't true red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, but it's okay. This is more like pink, but I'm going to just color right on the stamp here. If I can get in frame. And you do not need a lot. This one is green, I believe. Or no, it's yellow. This looks a little greenish. All right. Which the old ones and trying to do a background for my last page of Europe album based on one you did to start your creativity. Oh, nice. So just a little bit. And honestly, it doesn't even really matter for this because I'm going to be blending them out anyways. Then I'm going to take the black. Oh my gosh, so much. I'm going to have to read these after, or else I'm just going to be here all day reading the comments. I'll have to read them afterwards when the chat updates. Okay, and then I'm going to take the black just to do the handles of the paintbrushes. And these are Keren stamps. You can find them at Joggles. The link is in the description box. Okie dokie. Then take a little bit of water, spray it on. And I just let it sit just for a second. I don't know if it needs it or not, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be recreating this one. Just something simple and fun. Sometimes it's not about creating an elaborate page or project. It's just getting to be in your craft room and to spend a little bit of time creating, because honestly, that's my therapy. So, and I know that is a lot of it is for you guys as well. So sometimes we stress about creating really big, elaborate projects or stressing over things that we shouldn't be when we're creating, because creating should be our happy place. So, all right, that was my idea. You guys will get something similar. Oh, I'm sorry, Karen. It's so funny. We didn't even text each other, and I meant to text you when I realized what my idea was, and then I just got busy. I was hungry, so I ate some grapes. So I'm just going to stamp it here. Okay, so you could see here, and I can re-stamp that. There is still a lot of color on there, but what I'm going to do is take, oh boy, I'm always losing stuff. There it is. Okay, I'm going to take my water brush and I'm going to take the color that is still on here and just paint it down just a little bit. Okay, and then wipe that off, take the blue. Paint it down just a little bit. And then take the green. Just continue to do the same thing. Just kind of squiggly marks. Yellow. Orange. There we go. And I did add gesso. I think that makes a difference. And then the red. Okay. Then I'm going to take some water, spray it on just a little bit. And then go in again with more color if I need to. Just kind of spread it around. Mix the colors together. Oops. Whoops. didn't dab off my paintbrush. I'm just going to spray water on the ends here. And then just let it flow down. Get another baby wipe. Guys, I got baby wipes finally. When it first started, if you don't get the joke, most of you will probably, that when the virus first came, I had a friend, she couldn't find baby wipes anywhere. And I gave her my baby wipes from my craft room because I couldn't bear for her not to have baby wipes for her baby. So, and I haven't bought any since because I couldn't imagine that possibly me getting that one baby wipe package from the store could be a mom that couldn't get them. So anyway, so I finally got them because everybody was telling me that they're in stock and I kept seeing them in stock everywhere. So I felt good enough to get them. I didn't feel guilty anymore. All right. And these are, of course, water reactive, so you can, go in as needed to kind of blend them out a little bit. I just recently started collecting the distress crayons, and I have to say that I really, really like them a lot. So I will send you all some. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. We're up to 74 people. Woohoo! Yay! If you are new here, say hello. Everybody is friendly. And if you haven't already, if you are enjoying this stream, I would love for you to hit the like button. Okay. Now let's find a quote. It doesn't need a quote, or maybe just a word. Oh, they left. They didn't want to be part of it. Okay. Let's see. I think finding something that fits is probably one of the hardest things for me. I don't know why. Live simply, give generously. You can never have too much happy. I don't know. Together is the best place to be. Perfect. This is for Penny. Penny, if you send me your address, I could send you this. Or I might already have it, actually. It might take a while. Anybody that I've promised anything to knows it takes a little bit. I'm actually going to ink the edges, but it will get there eventually. I really wish that it was the thought that counts, because I swear everybody would have something sent from me. I wish it was like, okay, I want this sent here, and poof, it's there. I wish it was like that, because it'd be so much easier. Oh, there's 2 pennies. I can't remember now. You're confusing me. Penny, the penny that said that she goes to sleep thinking of us. There's 2 pennies. Is there 2 pennies? Oh my goodness, you guys. Carol. Oh, she's talking to Karen. Okay. Like, no, I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. You would think I've been with my husband for 15 years. I would know some Spanish, but I don't. I mean, I can say little things, but I like the color drip downs. So this one, it was the first one. Again, more vibrant, I feel. I don't know. Maybe my mood is just muted. I don't know. All right. Let's see. I guess we can go over Karen's stamps since I have you here for another 7 minutes. And I am going to do a shameless plug to my channel memberships. I have channel memberships, which is sort of like Patreon. You get exclusive content, sometimes exclusive live streams, sneak peeks, different things like that. And the link is in the description box. You get a little heart next to your name if you see Terry. Who else is in here? I saw a few other people. Elaine, I think. Anyways, you get a heart next to your name. No pressure. Just if Michelle, yes, Michelle's here. If you want extra content from me, exclusive content, things like that, then yeah. Don't mind Tiffany, I understand. Okay. That is one. Okay. So let's go over some of her stamps. So we have the big circle, the big one with the circles. I intended to use this one. Thank you, Terry. I really appreciate it. And then we have some hearts. And I am getting new NECA's chipboard soon. Not soon enough, but it's coming. So here's her hearts. And then whenever Nikki gets the Stamperia stuff, I'll be getting that as well from Belinda. And I went to purchase Olga stamps at the Frantic Stamper, I believe is the store. I had $350 worth of stamps from All and Create. So I had to take a step back before my husband kicked me out of the house for buying stamps. And so I need to really decide which ones I really, really, really want. They weren't all Olga's, but there was quite a few of them. So, and then we got the circles. And then one of my favorites is a cassette. And then we have what was this called? the film strip. Hello. And then we have the paintbrush and the palette. Yes, the cassette is so much fun. I love it. It is hard to choose. Definitely hard to choose. All right, so we created 2 pages. Keren, you need to do 3 now. Let me see if I can fix that really, really quickly. The brightness on here, for some reason, it's so bright. It's muting out the colors, I think. That a little bit better? Who knows? But you can see a photo of it over on Instagram shortly. Send me that one. I am putting it in a frame. Ah, and I feel like I've promised you something else. Maybe one of these. I know one goes to one of these goes to Keren. I can't remember who the other one goes to, but who knows? Keren will just have to come back to Las Vegas to get her stuff because that's how I think it works. Keren, why you gotta do me like that? No, I'm just kidding. I admit it. I'm horrible at sending things out. I don't know what it is. All right, you guys, that is it for today. I am so excited to see what Keren has in store. And thank you guys for joining. If you want to check out the other streams today, the links are in the description box. You will not be disappointed. Everybody is super talented and amazing. And I love hanging out with you guys. And I appreciate you guys so much. And I will see you guys over on Keren's stream. Bye.